Hi, everybody. I'm Jinseki, and joining me today is Exploding Toast.
What up, bread lady in the house?
So, first of all, Toast, what's your favorite soda?
Dr. Pepper, let's go.
We were asking about this briefly before the interview. Uh, my favorite is Mountain Dew, by the way. Uh, so, Toast,
Is my oh sorry, is my dog being picked up?
Yes, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
Unless that's a concern, it's not a concern to me.
Okay.
What kind of content do you like to make?
I like making Apex streams. That's about it because I have a problem with addiction, and I play exclusively Apex. I have almost 5,000 hours, and I'm still terrible.
I've been talking about this. I mentioned this not too long ago on another interview. I have a suspicion that there's a correlation between VTubing and addictive personalities.
Yeah, I would say there's a correlation between VTubing and Apex too. There's a
Hmm.
lot of VTubers in Apex, which is funny because I actually was addicted to Apex before I started VTubing.
Hmm.
So it was like, I don't know, I like fit the glove, I think.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that as a brief tangent to the addictive stuff, uh, the cards, the VTuber cards are all coming out now,
Yeah,
and I'm
my
like,
friend's super into that.
it just works. It fits the bill perfectly. They're gonna make like $1 billion off it.
I'd love to be like a card. Like okay, so like imagine my model with like the two fingers, like the anime pose, with like instead of the two cards in between each finger, it'd be
Mhm.
like pieces of bread and like covering her face. Like, yeah,
Do you have the bread like fanned out?
yeah.
There you go. So if you were on a card, what do you think your ability would be?
Fire.
Oh, okay.
Explosions.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the name. So, what made you want to be a VTuber?
My friend said that he thought that I'd be good at it, and at first I was kind of like against it because it just looked super expensive. And
Yeah,
then he was like, "No, like there's free programs." And then I made my own model on VTube or not VTube, VRoid.
nice.
So
Oh, and what was the process for creating your character?
it just kind of happened. Like okay, so originally instead of VTubing, I was just doing like digital art.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted an online name that was kind of memorable, so I just kept like throwing two words together until I liked it, and then I got this. So the name part was made that way, and then the model was just kind of made to fit the name,
Hmm.
and it's changed like a few times since then. So
The model or the name?
the model, the name's 100% the same.
Hmm. So, have you made any lore for your character?
Yes, I have a special interest in like creative writing.
Mm-hmm.
So in order, since the name already existed, I knew that like I kind of wanted something ridiculous, like because I know like bread on its own is just so silly and goofy, but like I wanted like lore that was like like ridiculous. Like I wanted it to be like intense and like like super contrast to the name. So I made lore regarding like the bread queen toast, that's me, hi,
Yep.
um leading the war against bagel kingdom, and it was like my kingdom versus their kingdom type of thing.
Ah.
It was treacherous, horrible, horrific, just the worst. I won though.
So, what's your favorite accomplishment of your channel so far?
I think my subathon. I think I had a 3 month subathon that only got cut short because I had a major life crisis happen.
Ooh,
And I feel like if that hadn't happened, I probably would have gone for like another 2 months.
wow.
Yeah, I'm very happy and proud of my community for showing up to that.
So, out of curiosity, what were the rules for the subathon?
It was like one sub equals 1 hour.
Oh,
So
okay.
and then at nighttime it was like double time, so one sub equaled 2 hours. So I'm not a very big streamer, so I kind of
Of
have to
course.
be. Yeah.
What? But wow, that's impressive to go for 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very grateful for that. That was a really fun experience.
Hmm. So, what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
I've kind of had a hard life. Like I've gone through a lot of horrible things.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just want to smile,
Of
like I want to
course.
laugh. So I feel like, I mean, we don't know our viewers past, right? Like we don't know anything about them.
No.
And I feel like it's important to give them a chance to laugh about stuff. And I kind of like use that with my chaotic style.
So, what's been the biggest change to your channel since you started VTubing?
uh the model, I guess.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Like I don't know, like my first model looked really bad and
Mhm.
creepy, and I can say that because I made my own model.
Yeah.
Um, and just definitely, if I pull up like a picture of what it used to look like versus now, you'd be like, oh my god.
I feel as though having something that's not like the perfect product up front
Hmm.
is kind of a rite of passage.
Yeah, as streamer.
I mean, me, I like how my model looks, but I also know that obviously it's not full motion or anything. So
Right.
there's a place to. So this is the first thing that I've ever used for VTubing. So I expect that in the future I'll probably get a real model.
It's cool. I like it. I like the color
Oh,
theme that you got going on, like the tan and brown
oh thank you. I
with the
appreciate
little
that.
red. I like how the red shirt matches the ears. Anyways,
Oh boy. So who is a VTuber you would love to talk to, and do you have anything you would like to ask them?
I'd love to meet Fruit.
Hmm.
Fruit is, I mean, she plays Apex. She likes the same bands I like. My favorite band is the Avenged Sevenfold, and I did notice in one of her tweets that she was wearing an A7X shirt, and I was
Nice.
like, oh my god, point to the A7X. And then I also noticed that she likes Sleep Token, which is another band that I really like.
Hmm.
And also, from what I've heard, we shared a similar life experience
Mm-hmm.
regarding like a unfortunate military dude. Um,
Yeah.
so between like that, her liking Apex and like the music and the life experience, I feel like, I mean, as far as I know, the whole parasocial thing, but like, I feel like we'd have a lot in common, and I would l- like to ask her what her favorite Avenged Sevenfold song is.
Hmm. uh, so you're having your ideal stream. Who are you inviting?
Just my buddies, my
Hmm.
buddies. I just want to play Apex with my close friend,
Hmm.
my friend Raka. His name is kind of funny because it looks like Raka the motherfucker, but it's like not that. It's like Raka the Mufakad. I don't know. Like my dyslexia has like convinced me that his name is motherfucker this whole time.
Well, I'm sure that he gets a kick out of that if you ever say it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my ideal stream. Just casual Apex with my buddies.
What's your streaming name? It's the one that says "bad motherfucker."
The motherfucker.
Uh, so, what advice would you give to somebody who wants to be an entertainer?
Don't stream the same game over and over and over and over again. Don't do what I did. Also, make a Twitter account. I didn't make a Twitter account until like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So like, and I've been playing Apex every single day. I don't play anything else. Um, like you'll have loyal viewers, but they're sick of Apex. Like a
Hmm.
lot of people drop games within a couple months and they move on to the next one. I
Yeah.
don't. I have an addictive personality. Um, So my viewership tends to stay stagnant because people come and then they leave, and then they come and then they leave.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to grow as a VTuber, don't play the same game every day.
Hmm. So, what was the first anime you ever watched, and what drew you to it?
Mira Nikki, and it drew me to it because I was 14 and I was super edgy, and I cosplayed as the yandere character with the pink hair.
So what is that show about? I've never heard of it.
It's a future diary. It's about like the cell phones that can like predict the future or have like different types of powers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two main characters. One of them is a girl who's the yandere, and the
Mm-hmm.
other one is kind of a pathetic little boy. And she's like obsessed with him, and like to the point where she'll like kill people for him.
Oh
It's
boy.
wild. Yeah, it's wild. But I dyed my hair pink and put it in pigtails and like held a knife and everything. It was like I'm so glad people didn't put cringy people on blast back then as much as they do now,
Yes.
because I'd probably be on the internet.
Yes. Unfortunately, the internet is basic. The old expression, "The internet never forgets."
Yeah, digital footprint.
Uh, so, if you if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, who would you cosplay as?
Okay, I couldn't figure out an answer for this question. Cuz I just like a lot of the animes that I like don't have any characters that I'd be willing to cosplay as, you know?
When you say won't be willing, it's that you.
They're just it's not interesting, you know? Like the ones my favorite anime is Zankyou no Terror, which is I think Terror in Resonance is the English version of that.
Mm,
And it's just like normal characters, like normal people. Like their designs don't stand out. Like you would not be able to tell me as a normal citizen apart from like the cosplay.
ah. Hmm.
Or like my second favorite anime is, and don't hate me for this, Devilman Crybaby, and I
Hmm.
don't know if I could cosplay as any of those characters.
Well, I mean, one of the things I'd like to tell people for this question is if you're worried about like a budget or anything, there's no budget. It's go all out.
Okay,
Do you think that would change it?
let me look at the characters again, because I mean, I just don't I don't see me doing a good cosplay
Hmm.
of any of these characters. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Eh, was worth a shot.
Between between those two animes, I don't know, maybe like a different anime.
Hmm.
Or maybe not even an anime at all. I think like Arcane, I probably would cosplay as like Savika.
Oh, okay. Uh, so, which game did you have the most fun playing on? Well, I have a feeling I know the answer to this. Which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
I'm about to give you whiplash. Stray. I
Oh.
had I had the most fun playing Stray. That game was so awesome. It wasn't like too hard and it wasn't too easy, and it was like I'm not even a cat person. I actually like dogs. And it was just so cute, and like I mean, you know, there was some horror aspects of it, but like I said, it wasn't too hard, so it wasn't like that stressful. Um yeah, I had the most fun with Stray, for sure.
Nice. And what games are you looking forward to?
Anything that will kill Apex. Anything that'll get me off that game. Please,
What?
please, someone make a better game.
So what do you think that there's a game out there that will finally kill your Apex addiction?
I hope so. The devs have ruined Apex. I can't. Like I love it. I'm addicted. It's like an abusive ex, you know? Like
S- So, I'm a person who is not familiar with those types of games. Like, one of the things I tried playing Marvel Rivals the other days, and someone was like, "Oh, don't worry, it's like Overwatch," and I'm like, "I've never played Overwatch.
yeah. And they'll be like, "Oh, it's like Valorant." Like I never played
I've never
Valorant.
I've never played any of these games. I don't know what
Yeah.
they're like."
I actually I that genre of FPS is not familiar to me.
Hmm.
I just I don't know.
So
It's too much on the screen for me.
so what do you think is killing Apex out of curiosity?
Their own dev team.
So is it like the game isn't functioning well anymore? Or?
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's in a really bad state. The devs keep making terrible decisions, and then the higher ups, like whenever a dev wants to fix the game, the higher ups won't let them.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's in a bad state. I don't see it staying alive for another couple years, to be honest.
Yeah. So your friends just dropped in to play video games. What are you playing?
Come on, come on, come on. We all know it's Apex.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're moving on to what I refer to as it's the random questions of the stream.
Okay,
So which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
so I've only ever heard one Elvis song, and I haven't heard anything else from like Beatles. And I
Hmm.
know, like, I know about both of these musicians,
Hmm.
but like from what I did hear, I guess I would pick Elvis over Beatles.
Hmm. I have a suspicion that people have heard at the very least a lot more Beatles than they necessarily know.
Really,
Like you can play a song by the Beatles and they're like, "Wait a second, I recognize that. I just didn't know it was the Beatles."
my grandma was like a super fan of the Beatles. She said she claims to have dated at least one of them. I don't know if I believe that, but
it I it it would admittedly be difficult to prove.
yeah. I know that my British friend, his dad used to work for the Beatles because his dad was like a producer,
Mhm.
I guess, and he likes to flaunt that around. I do believe that because I did see a video on
Mm.
YouTube of his dad with them. So,
Wow. Okay, so you're on a boat with friends. What artist are you listening to?
ooh, okay. Listen, I love Avenged Sevenfold, but it's not boat music, you know.
Yes.
I think I'd pick Sleep Token.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Probably like the song that's like The Night Belongs to God, that one. Oh my god, like that one on a boat where it's like starry and it's like nighttime and there's like only like a little bit of clouds. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. So relaxing.
So, what's a good movie to watch on a Sunday afternoon?
Uh my movie taste. I don't know if people would agree with it.
That is okay.
So, okay, my favorite movie is called The Fountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those movies you have to watch like 5 times
Mm.
to get everything.
So
It's just,
is it like cerebral?
what's that word? I don't know what that word. What does that mean?
Is it a thinky kind of movie?
Yeah, thinky. I like big thinky movies like
Yeah.
Inception or The Fountain or
Oh, there you
stuff
go.
like that.
Cool. Uh, if you want a real thinky kind of movie, there's this science fiction movie called Primer.
Primer.
Yeah, and it's most notable for it's a time travel movie, and it was made on like a budget of I think it was like $7,000, which for a movie is ludicrously low. Uh, but
Hmm.
the premise is that the time travel mechanism goes back in time linearly. So you get inside the box and it goes back 1 second for 1 second.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's a very it's the first time I watched it, I was not able to keep track of what was going on.
Yeah.
Not at all. So, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
uh, if you asked 2016 me, I would say hell no. If you ask me now, I'd say probably yeah. Um, I don't know. Like I used to take the bus a lot, and that used to be like a forced thing onto me. I would have to talk to people I didn't want to talk to, and I just kind of got used to it.
uh, so, which do you prefer, chess or poker?
um, Poker.
Hmm.
Big fan of poker. I like the cards. I like how they feel, especially if they're like not like laminated, but just like glossy. You know, I'm a big texture person. I
Hmm.
love, I love cards.
Hmm.
I'm not good at it.
Would you
Definitely not good at it.
would you want to play chess if the pieces felt nice?
Probably,
Hmm.
maybe. I don't know. It requires too much thinking power.
Hmm.
I feel like poker doesn't require as much thinking.
Hmm. It's a more intuitive game.
Yeah, it's like how well can you lie to your friends?
So, which do you prefer, a home cooked meal or restaurant?
Ooh. Listen, I'm a picky eater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but at the same time, I'm lazy. I don't know. You can see where I stopped, like figuring out how I was gonna answer the questions. um, Probably home cooked. I think,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. Like I said, I'm picky.
Yeah.
Um, if it doesn't have spice or like cheese, then I probably won't eat it.
So, what's your favorite thing that you ever cooked yourself?
Jalapeno poppers, not the fried kind. Those
Hmm.
are blasphemy. I'm talking like the fresh jalapeno with like cheddar cheese and some like bacon
Hmm.
wrapped on around the jalapeno. You stab it with a toothpick. Sometimes, if you're feeling kind of fancy, you can put like brown sugar on the top of the bacon,
Hmm.
so that you can have like that sweet and spicy combo.
Hmm.
Um, I don't like doing that because a lot of the jalapenos up here are not spicy at all, so it just ends up being sweet, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that's
I
my favorite.
I have the breaded ones you buy at the supermarket in the freezer section. I have
Listen, all right,
those
those are.
once a year.
I mean, they're good. They're good. They're just not like. I just don't like that they share the same name as the fresh ones.
So do you have a frozen appetizer that you do like?
I don't really buy frozen appetizers. I feel like I'm
Hmm.
not rich enough to get appetizers.
I
Like
mean,
it's either a meal or it's not.
in fairness, I don't eat them very often. I eat them pretty much once a year, and that's like New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve,
Mm.
my family kind of goes all out and gets a whole bunch of appetizery foods.
I guess okay, if money wasn't a thing, then I probably would get those jalapeno poppers.
Hmm.
Or maybe like cheese sticks. Actually no, not cheese sticks. Every time I make cheese sticks at home it's not good. I don't like it. It's not cheesy, it's not stringy enough.
Hmm. I wonder how difficult it would be to make your own cheese sticks. Like get some of those the
Probably not.
yeah,
Probably
like
not very difficult at all.
yeah, like get those string cheese sections and just I don't know,
Put
put
like panko crumbs on it or something.
I know all about cooking as you can tell. So, have you ever had a silly accident that makes you laugh in retrospect?
uh uh
I've
oh.
had to do a lot of rephrasings for this particular question.
So, I mean, hmm. Oh my god, my dog. So I have a couple things. I just don't know what I'm allowed to say.
uh, say, if you're comfortable saying it, go for it.
So, okay, listen. My 21st birthday, I did a Dead by Daylight stream.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was my first time drinking because I was a good kid. I never drank before 21.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's debatable, but um uh and I may have overestimated how much I could handle on an empty tummy and only eating zebra cakes. So, and this was pre VTuber. This was pre VTuber. This was when I
Yes.
had a camera.
Wow.
Um, so I got trashed because I took a shot every time I got tunneled or face camped or stream sniped on DVD.
Yep.
I got trashed. It kind of ended with me slowly disappearing off screen to like slide off my chair and lay on the wood floor with my dog and just tell my dog how much I loved him. And then I threw up on camera, and then I got
Oh.
off the floor and went to bed with my bed in camera. I fell asleep on stream. And then my mods had to like figure out how to end my stream for me, which they couldn't. So they had to remove the game title or the game and the title, and then raid off everyone to someone else.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I never drank. I tried tasting them once to be like, what is this drinking thing all about? And then I tried it and I just didn't like the taste.
Yeah, there's a lot that I don't like. I think the only one I like is vodka,
Hmm.
just because I can make it with anything and make it sweet.
Yeah.
Like Blue Hawaiian, 10 out of 10. You should try it if you haven't. Blue Hawaiian's very good.
Nice. So, what would your ideal vacation look like?
The one where I don't come back. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to visit Spain for
Hmm.
like one of their like what are they called? Mar- Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras? I don't know.
Mardi Gras would be New Orleans.
No, not that one then. But like I have a friend in Spain and they always have like these like street parties over there. Like
Hmm.
with like Mardi Gras attire, but not like it's not Mardi Gras obviously because you said it wasn't.
Yeah.
Um but like they celebrate a lot there. And I think it'd be fun to like go to that with them.
I mean, they could celebrate their own version of Mardi Gras. It's a technically it's a religious holiday.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's called Fat Tuesday in Catholicism,
Huh.
and it precedes Ash Wednesday, which is all surrounding the uh, the the death of Christ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really talk about it about Catholicism without like it getting a little ooh that wasn't good. uh,
But yeah, that's probably what my vacation would be.
yeah, Christmas is pretty much the only wholesome thing you can talk about with Catholicism. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a baby.
It's a baby.
Uh, so you find $20 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Dr. Pepper, next question.
There you go. Easy question, easy answer. Which, which is your favorite holiday and why?
Halloween. I'm gonna
Hmm.
pick Halloween only because the day after Halloween, candy goes on sale.
And do you have a favorite costume from Halloween?
Um, I had a witch costume that I honestly I rocked that. I was ooh. Those were my prime days.
uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
Being a proper VTuber, I think. Being one who doesn't only like Apex and is has enough motivation to edit on all the platforms. Uh,
Tell me, have you ever tried doing streams that weren't Apex?
yeah, I have. Like I've played like Ark and Stray
Hmm.
and The Forest and stuff. It's just like I don't know. I can't really like do my chaotic energy as much as I would like to on those games.
Hmm.
Cause like especially for Ark in the Forest,
Hmm.
um, my brain just kind of likes the way that it is, how it is, you know? Like I kind of just like to chill.
Hmm.
But like I know for like content purposes, I need to be crazy.
Yeah.
But like
Hmm.
I don't know, I just kind of like it.
Well, I'm wondering if there's a game that lends itself to the chaotic energy of Apex.
um, I mean, I played the finals and that was kind of fun.
Hmm.
Like I was able to be chaotic on that. It's just like my friends dropped it way too soon, and I don't like playing games without my friends, so I
Yeah.
dropped it. and then when they came back, everything was different, and I just don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Hmm. So, if you could talk to a historical figure, who would it be?
Uh, uh, Honestly, I don't have an answer to this.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Um, hmm, the only ones that I know are ones that I have no business talking to.
Oh, you can talk to anyone. They're human beings like you and me.
uh, Probably Rosa Parks then. I don't know.
There you go. That's a perfectly acceptable answer.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the climate of everything right now is just so intense.
Hmm. What's a TV show you felt deserved another season?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know.
it
TV show, TV show, TV show. You know
can
what?
it can
You
be
know
an
what?
oh
Sorry. Go ahead.
I would say it can be an anime if you want. It doesn't have to be like live action if that's what you were thinking.
Okay. Here's my biggest gripe, right, with Arcane.
Yep.
It was so rushed.
Hmm.
Season 2 specifically was so rushed.
Hmm.
Um Season 2, I'm not saying that they needed a whole other season. I'm saying they needed at least 4 more episodes to flesh out what they were trying to say.
Yeah.
Um I think yeah, probably like another 4 episodes of season 2 of Arcane.
Okay.
I feel like it was way too rushed, and you can like people who do writing for a living, y'all can see where they cut some things.
uh, here we go. Do you collect anything?
Not anymore. When I was in elementary school, I don't know why I did this. I collected acorns. Like cuz I would walk home and I'd walk to school. And there's a lot of acorn trees on the way there, and there was also one acorn tree on the playground that I would sit under and
Hmm.
just collect acorns from. And I'd come home with an entire backpack just full of acorns.
Hmm.
I don't know why I did this. Like
It kind of makes sense to me though. Uh, I think that children like the idea of having things
yeah.
because when you're a child, you are not the boss of your own life. Everybody else tells you what to do, and so you
Yeah.
don't really own anything. It's all kind of a function of what other people gave to you.
Especially when your parents constantly remind you of that fact. It's
Yeah,
like you don't own anything. Like I pay the bills. You have to listen to me.
yeah,
Like, well, I own my acorns. Thank you very much.
yeah. I think children like owning things. Another thing is I don't usually bring this up, but when I was a kid, I would get when I was at school, I would pick up rocks off the ground and put them in my pocket because I thought they would get lonely.
That's adorable.
I know.
So okay, wait, okay. I was I don't I didn't collect the rocks, but me and my friend, my ex friend, they're not my friend anymore.
Mhm.
But in elementary school, we would be on the search during recess to find the perfect rock that looked like a dinosaur egg, and we would take it to the other end of the playground where there was nobody else, and we would sit on it and try to hatch it. Sometimes we would take it home to paint it like a dinosaur egg and then bring it back to try to hatch
and then
it.
and then teachers are walking around. Why are there all these painted rocks everywhere? Oh.
Oh my god. I don't know what your like playground would look like, but ours was like the actual like playground set, and then there'd be like a giant open field with like everything was like fenced in, right?
Yep.
And then my hometown was known for the thick fog that it would get.
Hmm.
So the reason why me and my friend would go on the other side is because the fog would like stop the playground guards from seeing us.
But I think that my playground was probably a lot like yours then, because I was just envisioning it in my mind as you were talking, and I was like, it sounds
Yeah.
pretty much identical. Uh, so, my final question: what smell reminds you of home?
That old 90s plastic smell. I don't know
Hmm.
if you know what I'm talking about, but like there like 90s toys, they had like a whole different smell to the plastic.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is, but like if I smelled like a toy from the 90s, I could identify it as a 90s toy
Hmm.
because it just has that distinct smell. I like maybe it's like plastic and waxy smells together.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that brings me back.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did,
I had some My Little Pony collection and they all had that smell. Unless they were scented, like the blueberry one I had.
mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's all I have for this evening. Thank you very much for coming out. And
Yeah, thanks for having me.
if you're in the audience, you will find in the description links to all of Toast's socials slash streaming platforms. Please be sure to check her out. Uh,
Especially if you like Apex.
yes, especially if you like Apex. If you are an Apex fiend, have I got news for you. Anyway, I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Exploding Toast.
Bye. Bye.
But
Also.
bye bye, everybody.
Bye.